So I decided to talk a little bit about why I decided to vlog. I've had some recent experiences that have kind of pushed me to express myself and to channel my frustrations into a healthy way of coping and moving forward. And that's the main reason why I'm blogging. Also, in a way to just radiate my view of success. I just saw Michaela Cole Webb. I just saw her Emmy speech and I was like, oh, yes, it just spoke to my heart. The main phrase that stood out to me was, don't be afraid to disappear. Like, especially in a society where success is seen as being seen, like especially with social media. And I just had a friend the other day who was telling me, oh, now it's time for downtime. Let me see where everybody's traveling. Kind of struck a disappointing chord in my body because I am a traveler. I've traveled all my life. I've been everywhere. I've been all around the world. And I'm in a place right now in my life where I can't. Of course, COVID plays a contribution to that, but financially, we're not in a place to do that, and other reasons as well. So I've been leaning into listening to God's voice, leaning into listening to what is present, what is here, what is now. Because one of the things that I struggle with, especially with social media, is, despite the fact that I'm contributing to it now, one of the things I struggle with is comparing myself and seeing what other people are doing, where other people are going, and how fabulous their lives are. And I've learned a lot about taking it all with a grain of salt, because I'm aware of how you can paint whatever picture you want of yourself on social media, and you can show all of the ugly, or you can show all of only the beautiful. My point is, sometimes I choose to disappear. I choose to lean into the awkward. I choose to lean into the present. I choose to turn off my notifications. I choose to avoid social media. I choose to avoid what other people are doing and choose to lean into the silence of my thoughts, of what the Holy Spirit is speaking to me today about, of what my heart is truly desiring, and how it aligns with God's will. So that's why I decided to vlog. I decided to show people in an honest way, as honest as I possibly can be, as transparent as I can be, about my life and the things that I have conquered and the things that I have struggled with. So one of the things that I'm willing to share that I have struggled with is, and I've mentioned it already a few times this month, because it is a theme for this month, and it's going to be hard for me to just show you my goofy side and to just be silly and my true self. I'm showing you my true self in I'm going to choose the word sadness. September 30 is going to be the anniversary of me losing my second baby. I was 12 weeks far along, and I was ready to tell people. And I came home after a very strenuous day, and I was actually very physically active that day, and sometimes I feel like I was too physically active and I probably should have taken it down a notch, but I guess I was a little too confident. I try my best not to feel guilty about it, but those feelings exist, so I continue to work on those feelings. So I come home and I start to feel this strange cramping sensation, and I just feel like I just need a rest, put my feet up, and I'll be okay. And it just gradually got worse. And I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I was bleeding. And I tried my best to be optimistic about it because it's normal sometimes to bleed when you're pregnant. So I was doing the best I could to be optimistic. And I went to the bathroom, I cleaned myself up, and I went back to sleep. I want to say it was like an hour later. I was really bleeding a lot more than I was supposed to. And I went to the restroom and I lost the baby. And I was in a lot of denial at that time. And I was admitted into the hospital because there was still tissue remaining inside of my body, so I had to have a D&C. And for people who don't know what that is, it's a type of abortion, but it's the type that sections the remaining parts or parts within your body that are part of the pregnancy tissue. Mind you, when they checked my uterus, there was no baby, there was no fetus, and it was really sad, honestly. So there was a lot of tears, there was a lot of heartache, and I was in the hospital for about 2 days. See, I checked in on Wednesday, checked out on Friday. It was a very sad time. It was really sad leaving the hospital, having that feeling of, I just had a baby, but I'm not taking a baby home. And ever since then, I've just been very selective about who I connect with and who I share with and who I feel comfortable and open and safe with. And without getting into too many details, I had some experiences that, after that fact, that did not allow me to feel safe, did not allow me to feel authentically myself, that contributed to growth. And they were hard, very hard lessons, and very grateful lessons as well. And I've grown into joy, and I've grown into laughter, and I've grown into peace, and I've grown into understanding, beyond my comprehension, and I thank the Holy Spirit for that. I thank God for that. When I'm sitting here in September, it's hard to post my ambitions and things that I'm working on that are exciting and bring joy to my heart. Just to give you a little more insight, I am choreographing a dance and I will be posting it here soon. I am just looking for the right space because I will be doing a site-specific work. And so I'm just waiting for the right space. So as soon as I find it, in addition to time, I'll be posting that dance very soon. That's something that I'm really excited about because I love to dance. And that's another reason why I decided to be more open here on my channel. But it'll be a while before you see silly videos and authentic joy. So thank you so much for watching, and until that time comes, I invite anybody else who's had a challenging year or moments in their life where they didn't feel safe or they didn't feel like they could be authentically themselves, to be okay with disappearing. Be okay with not having to be approved by others. Be okay with just allowing yourself to be seen by you and embracing who you are and loving yourself. Whether or not social media allows you to do that, or you're not getting the amount of likes or approval from others, you don't need that.